Okay, today I want to discuss something. Link down below to discussion I've been having with someone about God, discussing, the origin of the universe and whatnot. And he sort of made this argument, but not in the exact way. But check it out. Want to hear your guys' thoughts, respond to me if you've got time. Want to get a bunch of sort of interaction with him. But the thing I want to ask is, and this is something that comes up a lot, how are people to really know what their God is, even if he exists? I've heard this phrase many times before. I know that my God exists. And I also hear a lot, the statement, that's not the God I worship. The God I worship is this way. When you bring up things like, well, maybe your God lies. Well, no, my God doesn't lie, so therefore my God isn't a liar. They state this as if it's a matter of fact. If they were just having a generic worship of God, if they were worshiping, the ultimate creator of the universe, then whatever the ultimate creator of the universe is, that would be their God. And that's all they're worshiping. But no, most Christians have an idea of a particular God. They're not worshiping a generic God. They're worshiping Jesus, Yahweh, whatever you want to call it. And this is tied to the God of the Bible. And even if there is a God that exists as they believe, but it's not the God of the Bible, then they're not worshiping this other God. They're worshiping a false God or a lesser God, whatever you want to call it. So, but yet I've seen people try to define the Christian God as what they want it to be, yet it's not consistent with the God of the Bible, and then they try to wedge it in. But it's always frustrated me, because we see so often people making assertions about what God wants, what God thinks, what God is. People will say, God can't be in the presence of evil or whatnot. Their God never lies. But these things aren't consistent with the Bible. They're consistent with what the Bible claims, but even within the Bible, he contradicts himself. So I just want to know, what ultimate basis Christians or theists use to determine anything about their God. They're always stating these things as a matter of fact, that what they think their God is, that's what their God is. But a lot of these ideas of their God are modern and not really consistent with what most people throughout history have thought about gods, or even their God. So how do they reconcile this? It's sort of the Golden Age syndrome. People always think that, people always believe the same thing, that their current concept of God is what's always been the concept of God, or heaven, or hell, or anything else. And yet a lot of these ideas, when you look at it historically, are fairly modern. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Link down below again to the original video. I was talking with someone. If you can explain to me why I should accept your definition of God over anyone else's, let me know. So, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me hear your thoughts.